Hello everybody, it's nice to see you here. It's Coach Mark in Manila. I wanted to welcome you to this particular segment I'm doing today to talk about two things, okay? First thing, as many of you know, I coach advanced business English, but I don't just do advanced business English, right? I do a lot of things, including career coaching, life coaching, immigration coaching, resiliency, and confidence skills as well, okay? So I do a whole host of things wrapped into masterclasses, and if you want to check out some of my masterclasses, get down to eslbusinessenglishexperts.com or initial-impact.com. That's my career and immigration coaching site. On both of those sites, you can grab a 15-minute free Zoom consultation call with me and chat with me and ask me your specific problems about your situation, and I can help you perhaps move a little bit further forward. If it's the only time we speak, that's fine by me. I just want to reach as many people as possible, give you 15 minutes for free of my time, and help you on your way. If you want to work with me some more, that's brilliant too. Okay, so let's talk about two things today. Firstly, resilience, okay? Coping in the face of adversity, right? That's something that many of my clients and students do have a challenge with, myself included at times. We can all have times where we think, I can't do this. The second thing is how to get yourself out of your current country. Many of my students come to me. In fact, I'd say probably 95% of you that I'm working with, and hello to all my amazing students around the world. It's great to be working with you. Many of you are coming to me because, sadly, you're feeling as though you have to leave your current country. You know, I've got students all over the world, Turkey, okay, Hong Kong, China, right? These countries in particular, I get lots of students and clients from because of the current situation and what is happening there for them, all right? I work with students all over the world though, and I equally have students in Canada who want to leave there. I have USA students wanting to leave there. It's not just non-native speakers I work with. In my career coaching, that's initial-impact.com. I work with people who are native speakers who simply have had enough of the Western way of life. So I wanted to speak to you about that today, okay? The grass isn't always greener, but it's different. All right, okay. And as somebody who's an expat myself, I left the UK in 2017, been a digital nomad ever since, and got myself kind of caught up in the Philippines for a bit longer than was originally anticipated, but have now made it my home. This was due to the pandemic. It really has been a learning curve for me to understand what it's like to literally be outside of your own country for a long period of time, and that what you may perceive as being a better environment isn't always the case, but learning huge resiliency, coping skills, and you can get that from the environment and people around you, as well as from within yourself, okay? Now, as you can see, I'm recording this from outside, so apologies firstly if you hear noise, shouting, dogs barking, all right, karaoke even. This is the Philippines, all right, and it is a developing country. But the people are amazing. So whilst it may have issues with perhaps getting stuff done, the Wi-Fi might not be so great at times, the infrastructure is kind of interesting, shall we say. Transport, whoa, it takes like a jeepney, a tricycle, a speedboat, whatever, just to get somewhere. For me at the moment, it's pretty hard. But there are lots of other great things about the Philippines. Firstly, the lower cost of living. For many people coming here, particularly if you're coming here from the West, you're looking to relocate, you'll find the cost of living much cheaper than what you're used to at home. The downside to that, though, is if your overheads are still from Western sources, so if you've got credit cards, if you've got mortgages, etc. to support, don't be thinking that you can come to the Philippines easily and just, you can't just easily find a job. It isn't like that, you know? So you've got to be able to work remotely, and you've got to have some skill that you can do remotely from here. Now, I would love to talk to you more about that, okay? It's something that I am going to be doing more about in my immigration classes and sessions. And again, if you check the links down below, you'll see I have an I Want Out immigration hub that I've set up. It's brand new, so we are still building the community, but you're more than welcome to join, okay? It's totally free for the first month, and then after that, it's a very small amount to take part in networking sessions, meet employers, webinars where we have some interesting guests who are experts in the field, visa applications, okay, for all over the world. So talking back about the Philippines here, yeah, it's a great place to come if you're prepared to understand and accept that you're going to lose a lot in your living standards, but it will be cheaper for you. based against the debt that you've currently got, though it might not be the best place for you. So you have to work that one out. But the key thing here is that when you come to the Philippines, all right, you have to learn to cope. You have to cope with the adverse climate, the high humidity that we have, the noise pollution, the air pollution in some places. It's not impossible to find lovely places to stay in the Philippines, but that's probably going to cost you a little bit more. So you may not find it's as cheap as you first expected. The other thing is Wi-Fi coverage. You won't get consistent Wi-Fi coverage in like remote areas. If you want to go live on the beach, forget that. You're not going to have Wi-Fi. So if you're a digital nomad, that's not going to work for you. Until Mr. Tesla gets his Starlink, which is starting now up, then we might be talking a little bit differently. So it's worth looking at the Philippines for a longer term point of view. Okay. So the Philippines is one place. Another place I want to speak about, and I'm going to be offering again direct experience and support here and assistance to put you together with experts who can assist you to apply for this, is Spain. Spain is launching a digital nomad visa. Now Spain has been talking about this for some time, and if we're talking about Spain where I lived before this, it's mañana mañana, tomorrow, but it is meant to be happening July, we hope. Okay. Lots more information you can get from me. Book yourself a 15-minute Zoom free consultation call. I'll happily have a chat with you about how you can get yourself working remotely from anywhere in Spain that is accepting you as a digital nomad. It's not all areas of Spain, so don't get too excited. Don't go thinking you could go to Tenerife or Lanzarote and just sit on the beach and get your digital nomad visa that you can be there for up to 3 years, because you can't. Those islands not included, okay? There's only one Canary Island that's included, and where it is, it's kind of in the middle of the island and kind of very cold even this time of year, right? So you just have to bear those things in mind. But if you're not so bothered about that, and perhaps you just want to get yourself out of your current country but to a beautiful part of the world, Spain could be the option for you. Of course, there's many mainland areas as well in Spain that are accepting the digital nomad, but again, it's the same thing. What Spain is trying to do here is repopulate very desolate areas, like, you know, pueblos that have lost pretty much all of their residents. So you would be going with other digital nomads and repopulating these areas, which could be an exciting experience. Plus, it's going to give you great opportunity to learn a second language, such as Spanish, all right, which you definitely would need, and of course use your English too. So I would highly recommend you have a chat with me about that, okay? Now, the second thing I want to talk about is for all of these countries, no matter where you're thinking of relocating to, and that's something we can fully explore in an immigration coaching session between ourselves, okay, is this: you need resilience, okay? If you're the sort of person who gives up at the first sign of trouble, if you're the sort of person who gets really frustrated that things take like 5 times as long as they do in your current country, you might want to work on that first before taking yourself overseas, all right? So I'd like to speak more about this, but I think the best thing we can do is have a session, all right? If you're looking to get out of your country, if you absolutely have had enough of wherever you are, I don't care whether you're Turkey, China, Hong Kong, Canada, France, Spain, UK, wherever you are from, have a chat with me, okay? Let's see what we can do to help you focus on your next step. Just your next step that you can take to get yourself one step nearer to the door, making your dream a reality. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. In fact, possibly a whole new life. All right? So if you want to chat with me about your confidence, your resilience, your overcoming your fear of immigrating to somewhere completely new, you know what to do. The links are down below. Book a 15-minute session. I'd love to see you there. And personally speaking, don't wait. Your life is too short. I'll see you soon.